Well, let's move right along now and finish off with Ron Mitchell, the C-suite in Lithium Explorer Global. Lithium has completed a $30 million placement to fast-track exploratory activities. It's got a project in the Pilbara region which we'll explore, and to tell us more, Director Ron Mitchell joining me here on the program. Ron, thank you so much for joining us here on the Small Caps on Ausbiz. I want to go and get, before we get to the actual placement, a bit of a history. You've been around since 2018. Give us a bit of the story about how you came about.
Yeah, look, great to be here firstly. Yeah, fantastic history. The company's achieved a lot in its very limited time, particularly on the ASX. We listed in May of last year. So quite a significant growth in that sort of eight to 9 months. We've got two maiden reserves at two projects here in Western Australia, and the first is located up in the Pilbara, which is one of the preeminent lithium jurisdictions, Marble Bar, only 150 kilometres south of Port Hedland. And the second project we acquired under a joint venture with Breaker Resources earlier this year is in Kalgoorlie, about 100 kilometres to the east of Kalgoorlie. And again, we have a maiden reserve there of around 11 million tonnes. So yeah, fantastic diversification in terms of our portfolio. Tremendous interest in this capital raise is really going to position the company very strongly as we move towards the next growth phase.
What gets you excited about the assets on the book at the moment? How quickly can you go and get them up to a production speed as well?
Yeah, well, importantly, this raise, 30 million, is going to really be able to fast track our exploration and various study work to allow us to move as quickly as we can into feasibility. Feasibility, of course, is the next step for us, along with an economic resource, and then we're looking to move into production as quickly as we can. There's tremendous interest from the market. I've been in the lithium space 10 years, and I've never seen such strong fundamentals on the demand side. So yeah, it's our ambition. We've got a very ambitious board, and the company, we're very well positioned through some recent appointments of the company, and of course this capital raising, introducing Mineral Resources, a tier 1 lithium processor, very well known here in Western Australia and globally, positioning strongly, and they bring tremendous technical horsepower to the project as well. So a very exciting time.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that Mineral Resources stake there. How can you go and leverage upon their experience to go and help achieve your goals?
Yeah, well, the beauty about the two projects, both ourselves and Mineral Resources, we have projects in two very similar jurisdictions, obviously the Pilbara, and of course out around the Kalgoorlie region. Now, these are tremendous, well-known assets and jurisdictions within the lithium space, great infrastructure, close to key export terminals. So there's a lot of synergies between the two companies. Obviously, our market caps are tremendously different at the moment, but a lot of internal lithium resources. Obviously, MinRes have been in this space a long time now and have acquired some brilliant sort of processing expertise. And that's certainly something we hope we can leverage from going forward.
Ron, where do you want the company to go and sit, say, over a 5-year time horizon? What's realistic in that kind of period?
Yeah, well, key for us is to fast track, obviously, our exploration program and get a final investment decision on both projects as quickly as we can. The board is very well aligned in terms of our growth ambition. So we've got tremendous plans in the near term, 5 years. Certainly, we hope to be part of the next wave of lithium supply to this market. We're fielding a lot of inquiries from potential off-takers and really global investors. So tremendous interest. The market is an all-time high in terms of pricing. We expect that momentum to continue in the short term. So a very ambitious growth plan.
Just on those potential offtake agreements down the line, we're seeing in other instances where partnerships have been formed by end users to go and help formulate these particular projects. Is that something as well that you'd be open to?
Oh, look, everything's on the table until it's off the table. So, we're really thinking outside the box, and I think you only have to look at our company's progression over a very short space of time. You'll see certainly that we've been quite progressive in the way we're approaching deals in particular, and with regards to offtake, there's no difference there.